Hey guys, what is up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review, and today we're taking a look at this brand new Thanos Marvel Legends figure. He looks awesome. I just rewatched Infinity War and I am really hyped for this figure. When I first saw it, I thought to myself, will I get him, will I not? And you just can't deny that Thanos is just a beast. He's an absolutely fantastic character, really interesting, comes across great in the comics, great in the movies, and for that reason I thought I definitely have to pick this guy up. As I said, he has just been released here in the UK. I think he probably came out in the US a wee bit earlier, but he just arrived the other day and I'm ready just to get him out of the box and get a closer look at him. At first, when I watched Infinity War, I wasn't a massive fan, but rewatching it the other day, I have to say it is fantastic. I actually really enjoyed it. And with that being said, guys, let me know down in the comments, what is your favourite Avengers movie? Is it the first one, second one, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, Endgame? What is your favourite? Let me know. And while you're down there, guys, please just smash that like button. It would really help out the channel. And what would help out the channel even more is if you smash that subscribe button as well. Keep up to date with future videos on collectibles and figures such as this one here. Let's not wait any longer. Let's take a look at the box of this figure, and the box looks fantastic. At the top we have all the Infinity Stones there, and we've got Marvel Legends. The display in this box is quite a different shape to what we're used to. Let's just grab one if I've got one. Here at the side we've got the Venom movie figure, and you can see the box is a lot wider, but the same height, but yeah, it's a lot wider than your usual Marvel Legends box. We've got the Infinity Gauntlet here, we Marvel logo, a warning here, so read that warning. 4+ Thanos, a lot of mumbo jumbo at the bottom, image of Thanos at the side, and that looks great. The colours there are just wow. Same image on this side, and then we've got another image on the back, and I really like that artwork. I mean, I was going to throw the box away, but I might actually cut this bit out, like death here with Thanos. That looks really awesome, and yeah, I think I'm going to cut that out so I can keep it. You've got a read up here, so if you do want to read that, just hit the pause button now. So really cool box, but let's check out the figure. And here we go, here is Thanos out of the packaging, and he looks so cool. The first thing I want to show off is the background of the box. So you get this, it's just cardboard, but it's got the image of his throne in a mad galaxy space scene, and I think it's really cool. If you want to keep that, I think it's great. I mean, you could easily use that as a display, so I think it's cool that we get it. Looking at the accessories that this figure comes with, he comes with an alternative head sculpt, which we'll definitely swap onto Thanos soon and see what that looks like, but the detail in this is great. Just look at that old face. I think the detail with the lines around his mouth and things look really great. The eyes look really piercing. And then you've got that nicely sculpted beard as well. So I think that's a really good head sculpt. He's obviously got his kind of crown thing on as well. So happy with that. And my favourite is this alternative hand here. You've got the snap hand, and this looks fantastic. Sculpt's great. I really like all the stones there. I think the shiny gold sort of paint that went onto this figure, I mean, it's not really paint, it's just the plastic. It looks fantastic. That rhymed. Yeah, I really like this hand here. And then you've got this hand for, I don't know what you'd call this, just kind of super villain posed hand. But yeah, really happy we get these alternative hands. And once again, we'll slot them in a minute and see what it looks like. First, let's take a look at Thanos. And yeah, I'm just loving this figure so far. We'll check out what the articulation is like, and we'll also put them next to a couple other Marvel Legends to compare. But I'm so happy so far. I think this head sculpt looks great. Once again, just the detail in the chin there. It's a nice grape colour to his skin. The eyes look really just, once again, piercing with that blue. And it goes well with the blue of the suit. I think the gold pops really well. You've got his hands. Just the sculpt in the hands and everything looks great. No sloppy paintwork or anything like that. I think the molds turned out really well with the plastic. Nothing to really complain about with this figure. And here is the back. Yeah, I think he looks awesome. Let's get Thanos posed next to some of our other Marvel Legends figures. And here we have our comic book Thanos next to the MCU Endgame Iron Man. And I actually don't think these guys look too bad next to one another. I think they both have that kind of shine going on, so it doesn't look too off. But you can definitely tell that this figure here is more of a comic book look. But I had to pose these guys next to each other. I mean, I won't explain it. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you know, you know. And to pose Thanos next to another villain, I mean, he's not really a villain. I would guess he's an anti-hero. I suppose it just depends on the comics. But we've got a comic book looking Venom. And once again, you can see that this figure is standing a lot taller than Venom. Complete different contrast and colours between these two. But once again, I don't think they look bad next to one another. So let's take a look at the articulation of this comic Thanos real quick. His head can move that far up, which I think is decent. You can get him looking not really down at all, it will just look straight on. You can rotate to his right, his left, and all the way round as well. You can get his arm moving that far up, so a bit under a right angle. He's got a bicep swivel and just a single jointed elbow here. So it's going to move that far up the elbow, and then you can get his arm straight out as well. You can rotate at the wrist, and yeah, nothing really here in that gauntlet. Just the same articulation in this arm here. He's got an ab crunch, so you can get him quite a bit forward, and you can get him quite a bit back, not too far back at all. This wee belt thing seems to be moving a wee bit. Oh, and it's because you can move him at the waist. Nice. You can kick that far forward, a big Thanos kick. And you can get him kicking that far back. That is including that knee joint though. So he's not really moving that far back at all. He does have an upper thigh swivel here. And he's got double jointed knees, but it won't really kick too close to his bum like other Marvel Legends with double joints knees do, but we do have a big chunky leg, so not really expecting that. He does have ankle pivot, and his feet will move backwards and forwards, and of course it is just the same in the other leg here. So to end this video, I have put his snappy hand in, and I did swap the head sculpts over, and yeah, I think this figure looks fantastic. The articulation isn't the best, and he isn't superposable at all, but I didn't really expect him to be superposable. I did get him just mostly on the sculpt and the real nice colours off him, and I needed a Thanos figure. Overall, I'd give this figure maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. The posability does really lack, and I do wish we could get him into just slightly more dynamic poses, but with an alternative head sculpt, different hands, the colours and the sculpt, I'm really happy with this figure. And if you're looking for a comic book look Thanos, or just a Thanos figure in general, I definitely would recommend this one right here. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please smash that like button, and just make sure you're subscribed for future videos on this channel on collectibles and figures such as this Marvel Legends figure right here. If you want to see photos of this guy and much more of my collection, I post on Instagram every day, and I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.